Today is the 17th of August and it's windy. We'll see what I can do in the wind. I'm sure there are certain techniques for shooting well in the wind. I just don't know what they are. The only thing I would do is just wait until the gusts lay down, but you don't have that option when you're hunting. So I'm going to go ahead and just shoot. Tiny little bit low on that one. That's pretty good. The bow just moves around a lot more. Ooh boy, that's not gonna work. Check this out. So it's gonna be a 3-arrow group. Two pretty good ones, and one was low. Yeah, we'll just call it a 3-arrow group today. Haven't been working on anything specifically, just what I talked about last time. Just maintaining strength, pulling against the back, trying to stay relaxed, squeeze the trigger, the basics. And I think what happens is little by little, you start to get better. One thing I haven't been doing though, I think would help a lot of people. To make my 60 yard easier, I've been doing all my practicing at 70. So, if you're a bow hunter thinking that 30 yards is a good maximum range for you, you should probably do a lot of your practicing at 40 and 50. That makes that 30 a lot easier. So that's one tip I can throw out there. Long range practice is a good thing. Not because you're preparing for long range shots in the field, but because it makes those normal shots a lot easier. So I'm gonna go down and grab these arrows, and then I'm gonna show you what I've been doing instead of filming deer and practicing with my bow. You might get a kick out of this. We call it the Lifetime Project. This is the Lifetime Project that I was talking about. When we moved here in 2002, there was an in-ground pool in this spot with a cedar deck around it. And it was perfect for the kids. They were, 5 and 3 years old or something like that. I can't remember. Yeah, something in that range. So it was awesome. I mean, they were out here every day. And then as they got older, they used it less and less. And when they got into high school, they weren't using it at all. And I was the only one maintaining it. So one day they came home from school and the swimming pool was a pile of dirt. I had the neighbor come in with a bulldozer and filled it in. So it was time to either fix it or get rid of it, so we got rid of it. Drew and I have gotten pretty decent at building patios out of pavers. This is our third one that we've built. We did one on the walkway leading into the house. That was number 2. Number 1 was this little entertainment area off to the side where we've got the grill and the big fire pit. So we've learned a little bit each time that we do it, but it takes a long time to build one of these things. I mean, we'll spend several hours every day. So I'm trying to get as much of this done as I can before the hunting season comes and before I lose Drew to going off to college. So that's been taking me away from shooting my bow more and filming deer more, but it's a worthwhile project. I thought you'd get a kick out of it. I'm always talking about, I've got some project that I've got to do around the house or whatever. This is probably the one I'm talking about.
Realtree's Midwest Whitetail is brought to you by Cuddyback, America's Best Bowstrings, Drake Non-Typical, Easton Arrows, Frigid Forage, Fuse, Grizzly Coolers, Hoyt, and Realtree.
I'm going to finish my video blog down here at this small corn plot below the house. Just show you a little update. We was way back the middle of June, I think we planted this and put the hot zone fence around it. You can see behind me that the corn's doing pretty well. If you get in there, what's kind of interesting, we had such wet conditions that not all of the corn grew. Some of it just, didn't germinate. I guess it just, whatever happens, it rots in the ground or something. But there's some open patches in there, and some of these corn plants shot multiple stalks, and they have multiple ears on each stalk. So it's almost like they're corn bushes. There's one back there I saw earlier that had 5 or 6 ears on one corn stalk. So nature finds a way to fill the vacuum. It'll be interesting to see when I open this thing up how many deer come to this, and if we can pull something in there that's worth hunting. Some of the bucks that we've been seeing, the ones we've called shooters, 2 of them were in this bean field right on the other side of the corn, but they'll disperse into other areas. I think the bladed 10 will stay here, but I think that tube buck is going to go further south because that's where he's always lived. And that big 8-pointer, he's quite a ways into the farm, so he wasn't really visiting this area. But this could be a key spot for trying to kill that bladed 10. And I do have a redneck blind back there. I brought a 6x7 blind in here from a different spot and put it up. And this is the blind that Redneck calls the big country blind. These things are really nice because you can stretch all the way out and take naps in there. You don't have to curl up on the floor like you have to in some of the smaller blinds. But no, the extra room is really nice when you're filming. And if you have family that you're bringing with you when you're hunting, the extra room is really nice for that too. And I take advantage of the scent containing capabilities of these blinds, which makes it perfect for a spot like this where I have no idea what direction the deer are going to come from when they come into this blind. So keep the windows closed, keep a squeegee in there to keep the condensation off the windows. The door will seal up, and then we can keep all the scent inside, and it won't matter what direction they come from. We should have a pretty good hunt here when the time comes. Anyway, that's the rundown on this spot. I may not show you this again until we're down here hunting it. I just wanted to bring you up to speed on what it looks like now after we've walked through this whole process of putting this spot together. So I'm going to close you with one thought. Owen Riegler is in the pool business. He puts pools in. I'm in the pool demolition business. I take pools, especially ones that I own, and fill them with dirt and destroy them. So we'll see at the end of the day which one of us has the better business. Well, I appreciate you joining me. We'll see you back here in a few days for another video blog.